Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Capricorn August 16, 2024. The inner entrepreneur emerges today with energetic, brave Mars aligned with expansive, optimistic Jupiter. This conjunction only happens every 2 years or so. This time, it energizes your professional sector. It's a time for greater optimism and enterprise. You're thinking in bigger terms than usual, entertaining possibilities. While it's definitely a time for shooting high, it's important to avoid going over the top, as bigger is not always better. However, with this in check, it's a time to recognize your own courage and the desire to improve, advance, and excel, which is empowering. Others are sure to notice you now, even with today's moon hidden in your family and home sector. Aim to tap into your vision, motivation, and enthusiasm today. There is rocky energy lurking in the shadows, and there's no doubt you've been feeling it. As mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger, leaves you and shakes it up in your solar house of privacy and hidden matters, something isn't what it seems. If you or your lover have been keeping a secret under wraps, you may notice that suddenly, things are beginning to leak out like baby scorpions, racing out of their holes in the dead of the night. The best thing to do is always to be honest. You're experiencing a great period that's building your karma, so choose wisely now. Your career path will take off. Some of your recent actions could have an immediate turnaround when Mars in Gemini conjuncts Jupiter in Gemini. Your progress, effort, and hard work could lead to some instantaneous results. Not to mention, your coworkers will notice how much your career is thriving. With everything going so well, you might wonder what the catch is, since Mercury retrograde will also enter Leo. Try not to get in your head and doubt your success. Think positively so that your career path continues to grow. Your desire to go astray is strong. You may feel drawn to the exact opposite of what you know is good for you. There is no judgment here, but a little awareness may help you over the next few weeks. A little bit of balance can go a long way. Therefore, try to stay collected and calm, regardless of how hectic and confusing the day may be. If you want an ice cream cone, it would be better to jog to the store instead of taking the car. If today's vibrations don't help you a lot to control GS, they won't put a brake on you either. So, you are alone in managing today. Take advantage of this because the field is open. But attention, don't be impatient or overly excited. Take time to think. This is the moment to realize that happiness isn't a goal in life but a means. Meditate on this and you will avoid running around uselessly. A day after the moon left your communication sector, concluding a monthly visit that connected with both planets in your relationship sector, Mercury, the planet of communication, reaches its last full day in Virgo before retrograding out tomorrow. With both planets in your relationship sector also in retrograde motion, today is important for keeping the lines of communication open and addressing past issues, especially on the relationship front. This occurs not only during the middle of the workweek but also as professional matters are intensifying. Before leaving your communication sector yesterday, the moon had spent the last few days at a friendly aspect to both planets in your relationship sector. With no planetary activity in your communication sector and Mercury, the planet of communication, due to retrograde back out of Virgo tomorrow, or you can keep the momentum going today, the better. Especially when it comes to giving your relationships, the past and unsaid words, a voice. Our eyes in the sky. It's an incredible feeling when everything seems to align and you feel empowered, unstoppable even. Today, the energy from Mars is fueling that sense of drive and ambition, giving you the courage to tackle challenges head-on. But as empowering as this energy can be, it's important to be mindful of how you express your frustration, especially if things don't go exactly as planned. We've all had those moments where our passion gets the better of us, and we end up reacting impulsively only to regret it later. Take a deep breath and remember that staying calm will serve you better in the long run. When you feel that irritation bubbling up, pause, center yourself, and think about the bigger picture. Blowing up might feel like an instant release, but it won't help you achieve your long-term goals. Staying composed in the face of adversity is a superpower in itself. And speaking of superpowers, let's talk about your physical well-being. You're in a great place right now, feeling strong, energized, and ready to take on challenges that push you beyond your comfort zone. Maybe you've been thinking about starting a new fitness routine, signing up for a race, or even trying a new sport that's been on your mind. Whatever it is, now is the perfect time to dive in. Your body and mind are working in harmony, and you've got the resilience to tackle whatever comes your way. But let's not forget that rest is just as important as action. We often get caught up in the go-go-go mindset, pushing ourselves to do more, achieve more, and be more. But sometimes, what your body truly needs is rest. Listen to it. Whether it's taking a break from your workout routine or simply allowing yourself to slow down and recharge, rest and recovery are essential parts of maintaining your overall health and well-being. After all, you can't pour from an empty cup. And the best part? That positive energy is creating a ripple effect around you. Every smile you inspire, every moment of connection you foster, is spreading goodness far beyond what you can see. You never know how much a simple gesture can mean to someone else, or what kind of opportunities those connections might lead to in the future. So keep nurturing those relationships, both new and old. Whether it's a heartfelt conversation with a friend or simply sharing a laugh with a colleague, these connections are where the magic happens. At this moment, you may feel unstoppable, filled with energy, and ready to tackle everything on your plate. You see yourself as resilient, capable of handling whatever comes your way. And that's a great mindset to have. But while you're powering through, it's essential to stay mindful of how others perceive you. They might notice something that you've overlooked. You could be taking on more than you can realistically handle. From the outside looking in, people may see you as overwhelmed or even a bit disorganized, even if you feel like you've got it all together. This isn't a bad thing, it's simply a gentle reminder to check in with yourself. Are you spreading yourself too thin? Have you taken on too many responsibilities at once? Sometimes, in our eagerness to keep going, we forget to pause and assess where we're at. So, take a moment to breathe. Stay focused on your routine, prioritize what truly matters to you, and make sure you're not neglecting the people who are closest to you. After all, it's the relationships in our lives that truly sustain us, even when everything else feels overwhelming. They're the ones who offer support and encouragement when we need it most. And today, let's talk about bravery. Because this is a day for courage, the kind that propels you to tackle obstacles you once thought were impossible to overcome. Think about how far you've come already. Maybe there was a time when you doubted yourself, when you didn't think you could break through those barriers. But here you are, doing just that. And it's paying off in ways you might not have expected.